We're going to pray with you and pray for you that that don't happen to you no more, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you for your call, caller. Okay. Now,
wow.
when a young man that age can call and actually share, that means there's something going on out there.
Mm-hmm. See, I hate to hear something like that because, you know, when they're going to school, this should be like their happiest times. 9 years old, that's what, 3rd grade?
Yeah.
That should be all about skipping to school and recess and playing. And
right.
He shouldn't be worried about, you know, this dude's going to get me after school or somebody's going to be strangling me in school. You know, that's real hurtful to hear something like that. You know, it's hurtful to hear that our young people are going through things like that. And the thing is, it's probably, he probably got a mild thing. That's probably mild, what happened to him. You know, there's kids that are like ducking through alleys and going different ways to get home from school, you know. And luckily for him, there were some teachers there that helped him. But do you realize that there are kids that are in school now? I mean, this is the last day of school. They are just so happy that these are the last days of school because they get a summer off from the bullies. Maybe they can go down south, or maybe they can go to camp or whatever. You know, it's just a shame to me, really. And the things I've been hearing in school, like, you know, I've seen kids. I mean, this is my kids. My youngest two are in high school now, and the things that I'm seeing kids in their school going through, and it's not all physical. A lot of it's verbal abuse. A lot of it's emotional abuse and mental oppression and things like that. And these kids are really, really being mean to each other, you know. And people that, like I said, the administrators, sometimes they're looking the other way.
So because that you kind of just took the I think you gave me the answer before I asked it. I was getting ready. Where do we take it from here? You know, do we go to the principal? Do we go to the police? Where do we go? What do we do?
To the school committee. It's got to go to the school committee.
No, when I say where do we go, I'm not talking about
the solution to it.
Exactly.
The solution is in the school.
Just to knock on.
The solution is right there in the school. We just got to hold the administrators and stuff to hold their feet to the fire because they're supposed. This is their job. They're not. No, they're not supposed to babysit our kids, but they're supposed to keep order in the school while the kids are schooling. Those kids are supposed to be there to concentrate on learning. That's all they need to be doing. That's a child's job, is go to school and do well. That's their job. Their job shouldn't be, they shouldn't be walking into a mini Iraq. You know, they should be in school to learn. And the administrators are supposed to provide a safe place for that learning.
The kids can't be around other kids all the time. The teachers can't watch them all the time. So kids are going to find a way to go around the corner and get them at the back door. They're going to find a way. So I think we need some kind of self-defense classes, have some classes for that for the committee. The school committee need to have some teach them how to prevent violence, talk about violence, need to know what it's going to turn to, what it's going to turn to at the end result, so that you're really going to live or you want to die. You know, it's going to turn to something big in this world today. So you need to have the kids stop trying to be the bully, you know, and the bullies, that one that's getting bullied, have them teach them kind of some self-defense, you know, stop trying to play the video game. And it also start with the parents too. The parents, you know, the parents got a big role in this too. So don't just blame it on the school committee.
Because that was going to be my next question.
When I say the administration,
give me a second. I was going to take my next question to, I mean, as a young kid growing up, and I guess you could probably answer this for me. Do you take that with you? You know,
do you carry it with you?
Yeah, do you carry it with you? Could you remember? Could you carry what took place in the 3rd grade?
You can
carry from time to time.
You can carry that pain with you, and if you're not strong enough mentally, like you said, that pain will grow, and it will grow to the point where you're going to want to hurt somebody, or you do hurt somebody. The administrators and teachers, they don't want to get involved in it because of the laws, because of parents. You know, and they would rather just leave that whole thing alone.
Right. So, which brings it back to the kid growing up and becoming a demon in a sense. Because who knows, I could be carrying something for years, you know. And I try to bring it to the teacher wouldn't hear it. I bring it to my parents don't have time to, they don't have the time to hear it. Not because they're off doing drugs or something. They're trying to do a 9 to 5 to get me through school. So guess what? Now I'm in college now. You know, my brothers, like in your situation, I'm no longer where I can call my brother now. I'm in college, and I'm also, like, let's say, in a dorm with other people. You know, so my parents, you know, they send me something, and we're all in one room. Let's say the two of us in one room, and I'm in a room with a bully. You know. So everything I get from my parents, you know, he's taking it from me. Unless I'm trained some kind of way to stop that. That's why I asked earlier. I know where does this end? Key, you know,
to get some kind of classes going in grade school. Okay, turn the tables on these bullies. Role model. Put them on the defense. Let them see how it feels. Bring in somebody bigger than them. Or tougher than them.
But at the same time, the anger in you, you know, it snapped to the point where, okay, when I get you, man, it's like I'm beating the mess out of you for him. I'm beating the mess out of you for him. And I'm beating the mess out of you for 4 other people.
Okay, well then.
And before you know it, okay, you're dead. You're dead because I'm just letting you have it all. And there goes my life. Is that right?
No, it's not. But see, when I say bring it to the administrators, I mean, they need to recognize that there's a problem in the school and set up a class, like set up some counseling, set up these classes where they give the meek children self-confidence and they show the bullies the error of their ways. So I'm not saying that the administrators need to be policing this all the time, but they need to recognize there's a problem in the school where these kids are not getting along and they're not functioning in a environment that's conducive to learning. And why don't we have a couple of assemblies on it? Why don't we get together and come up with a Magna Carta of behavior within the school? Like the Boston Renaissance, that school has a nice little declaration that these kids say to each other. I will respect myself. I will respect others around me. They say that in every assembly. It's on the wall in every classroom, you know, and Dr. Harris did a great job with that school. You know, he went to the Timothy first, and then he went to the Renaissance, and he changed both schools. And I just feel like, you know, those are some of the things that people have to recognize. We got these problems in these schools. Let's address them. No, we're not going to be able to say you stop every bully from bullying every kid. But if you give enough classes, you put enough information out there, and you drill it into their head, kids will get it. I mean, come on. They know the words to all these rap songs. They'll learn the words to these different rules and regulations you put up there. They're gonna live what they learn.
True.
It must be really tough to try to get an education when you're being threatened during your class or during the day. And if you want to reach way back, or not even way back, you got to reach to the home. You know, it's got to start there.
So you're saying that in the schools, you actually have the tools to train the kid or to change the kid.
If they take the time. If they want to take the time.
And you got to realize they're already overwhelmed with the curriculum that they have to put out there. You know, so if that means that, you know, after school they have to have these classes that they offer after school, or maybe once in a while take a field trip or take a day out instead of going to the zoo, have an assembly where the kids get together and say things. I mean, I don't have all the answers. All I can tell you is what I think should happen. And I understand that there's you know, they got a lot of things that they have to do with the school day because of the MCAS and all that kind of stuff.
And a lot of teachers will tell you they're not getting paid to do this.
Right.
Okay. That's basically the key thing.
Yeah, the dollars at the base of everything.
Okay. Right. The money, and it also the media. I hate to say be the one. The media is building the kids up. When you watch so much on TV and the violence, it's just going to make you violent. So you watch so much on TV or the movies and the video game, everything the media is feeding you, you're feeding off that.
Yeah. Violence sells.
Yeah, the violence. So that's what it is. It's basically we got to go after the media, the big corporations. That's where it's at too. So we just don't go at the school. We got to go higher.
Amen, amen. That's the power.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, where we started the school. And again, if you feel free to call that number if you have a question, comment, or a concern about bullying. Have you been bullied? Were you a bully? You know, and if so, what stopped you from bullying? You know, or what stopped you from being bullied? What point you said enough? Give us a call and let us know. I think you were saying something. One of y'all?
Well, it starts at home. Like we've been saying, it all starts at home. It's how you're being raised. It's how much your parents care for you. How much your parents, or the people, not just your parents, your family. How much they
put into
you, and what you're being taught.
I think we got another call. Hello, caller. Welcome to It's in the Word.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you doing?
All right.
I listened to you all talking about the problem with school with bullying.